Hello everyone, this is Pavak from Divi Engine team, and today I am going to make a video about one of the issues that you guys repeatedly open tickets about. The issue is with Divi Form Builder, and when there is an image upload field, the images stay in the media library. Of course, this is very useful for forms like post creation form where you are mapping some featured image or ACF fields. In those scenarios, this is very useful, but when you have a simple contact form with some images that you want your visitors to submit, you want them in your email, but you don't want them in your media library because it creates clutter, and also you might not want that for privacy reasons. So let me do a test submission first, and we will see what happens. So I'm gonna drag and drop an image here, and I'm just gonna hit submit here, and I can see it worked. So I will check my email to see it has arrived in my inbox and the image is here. Now, if I go into my media library and refresh, I can see the image is here, and this is what we don't want. So one thing we could do is we could ask ChatGPT to fix the issue for us. So here I am in ChatGPT and I'm just gonna ask it the question. And let's see what ChatGPT writes. So here I can see ChatGPT is giving us some custom PHP code to handle this, but immediately I can see it's using the wrong hooks because I have came across the hooks several times and I know this is none of our hooks. So we can go to the documentation for Divi Form Builder and we can provide ChatGPT with the correct hooks. So here I have the doc for developer hooks. And here I'm gonna copy paste everything. Basically, I don't want to read. I just need ChatGPT to read. Okay, I have copied this and I will type here. All right. So I have given ChatGPT all the hooks, and I think it's going to use these df process uploaded files, and maybe we can copy paste this into our child theme. So let's copy this and let's go to our WordPress dashboard, and I will go to the theme file editor. And by the way, you need to have a child theme like I have here, and there are plenty of plugins that lets you create child themes. Inside the theme file editor, I will navigate to this functions.php from the right sidebar. Okay, so here I can see from here I can type. So I will copy paste the code here and let's see if it works or not. Okay, I have saved this and let's go to the form. Let's refresh and I will upload another image here. Okay, I clicked submit there and it went through. So let's check the email first. I can see a new submission with the attachment here. And if I refresh this media library, I can see the new images here. The previous image, I deleted it already, so it's not showing. Anyways, now our code basically didn't work. And we can spend all day asking ChatGPT, like, hey, it did not work and all that stuff. But ChatGPT will probably never in its life would be able to figure this out unless and until we actually help it. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to provide ChatGPT with the PHP logs. And right now I can see there are no logging going on. And of course you wouldn't want this in production. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to add some error log statements so that way it can actually analyze what's going on. So I am going to ask ChatGPT now. All right, I have also told it to target specific forms with some form ID, and let's actually edit our page and edit the form module to add some ID. I might actually have an ID already. So I have form 1 as the form ID here. So I will basically tell ChatGPT to use this finally. And of course, I totally forgot to tell it to add the error logs. Maybe I'll give this one more try before I tell it that it didn't work. So let's copy this and I will paste this. I will basically replace this previous code with this one. Okay, now let's do another submission. Let's refresh this page and I will bring in another image here and submit. Let's go to our emails. Okay, the image is here, but let's refresh the media library as well. And it didn't work, of course. So now let's tell ChatGPT that add some error logs. All right, let's see what it does. While ChatGPT writes, let's prepare something to view the logs. So there are plenty of plugins that you can use, but I'm just going a bit of nerd mode to get the logs using terminal. So I'm gonna open the shell here and I'm going to navigate to the PHP logs and I will now get the logs live like this. Let me resize the windows a little bit so I have this side by side. Looks like ChatGPT has given us a new code snippet with all the error logs I can see like this. Let's copy this. Let me go back and let me resize this a little bit so I can view it better. All right. Let me clear the console and update this code, update file, go into the form and refresh the form, clear it out. I could have just cleared it after loading the page. Of course, there are some warnings and don't worry, our devs are working into fixing all of those. So yeah, they should be gone soon. Let me now do another submission. All right, let's go to the email and verify the images here in the media library. In the media library, if I refresh, I can see the image. All right, so it didn't work, but I do have the error logs here. So I think the log is starting from here. If I actually take a look at this df hook triggered from form ID. So I think this is the log. So let's copy this and I will paste this to ChatGPT. All right, now I will copy the newly generated code and I'll come here. I'll delete everything else and paste the new code and update the file. Now let's do this all over again. I will clear out the console so it's easy for me to read. Let's submit. Okay, now of course, okay, I can see one issue right away. The email came through, but the image did not came through. If I go to the media library, okay, so the image did not upload, but I think it was deleted before the email could be sent. So let's tell ChatGPT that. All right, let's see what ChatGPT does. All right, let's copy this and paste this. You know the drill by now. We are copy pasting code from ChatGPT and let's update the file. And now go refresh this, upload another image. I could actually upload the same image, but anyway, let's submit this. And of course, I forgot to clear the path. So let me just analyze this a bit. All right, it seems like it removed the first error log and this is the starting error log. So actually collected attachment IDs, I can match this. So this is the log. All right. And of course, we can see the image actually arrived here. And if I refresh the media library, the image is not here. So this seems to be working. So at this point, I could just call it a day, but maybe let's just ask everyone else to test this code and I will get back to you soon with the magic of video editing. All right. The code works for me, but it seems like it doesn't work for everyone else, especially with those with slower hosts. So maybe the image is deleted, but the email is still not sent. So let's ask ChatGPT what it can do to fix the issue. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT says. Okay, so it looks like it's actually using a time delayed method, which would probably work best. Like it should cover like all the bases, I think. So I'm just gonna ask it to, or actually change the time from 60 seconds to like 20 seconds maybe. I can just copy here. So anyway, let's go to the theme file editor and let's paste the code and let's go here, refresh the page, clear the console unlike last time, and let's upload another image here. All right, I can see the email is here. The media library has the content because it scheduled it for deletion. And the way WPCron works is it needs some actual hits and stuff in your website for the cron to trigger. It can't just like magically do the stuff. So maybe we can try refreshing the pages a little bit here and there. And I can of course go to the home page with just the hello world that you guys know, and maybe also go to the dashboard, poke around a little bit. And of course, I think I forgot to change the time from 60 seconds to 20 seconds. So let's just wait a minute, but you guys won't have to because of video editing, of course. All right, I can just see delay deletion file already gone or path invalid. So yeah, I think it did the deletion successfully. I don't know why is this error log like this, but for me the code works. I have the email with the image, so I think it works. So I will inform ChatGPT about this and also ask it to clean up the code a little bit. All right. So here we have the final code and this should work for 15 minutes. I'm not gonna wait for 15 minutes to show you the test. And that's a wrap. This is just one of the many things you can build using Divi Form Builder. Our plugin gives you a lot of flexibility from sending data to external APIs, customizing form behavior, or automating post-submission actions. AI tools like ChatGPT can be a great coding partner in the process. If you give it the right context, like the documentation, hook references, and even the error logs, the AI can actually help debug and correct your code as well. Hopefully, this inspires you to explore more, write your own custom functions, and push the limits of what you can build with Divi Form Builder. Thank you for watching, and we are excited to see what you create. Don't forget to comment that in the comment section. Yeah. I totally made ChatGPT write the outro as I'm so bad at content.